Okay, we pretty much all know that the Sephora sale is going on currently. And while I am someone who did participate in this sale, I did make an order. I did shop in store. So look for an upcoming haul when all of my orders come in. I did want to sit down and do a full face of nothing new spring edition because yes, the sale is going on. Yes, it's fun to like buy new makeup and like treat yourself and try something new, but you don't have to. If you can't, or you don't want to, or you have more important things to spend your money on, which I totally understand in this economy. I get it. So I wanted to sit down, make this fun, fresh, pinky, orangey, corally sort of look for you guys using a full face of nothing new, no new products, all products that I already owned. I'm over explaining that for sure. You guys know what that means. Just to remind yourself that you do not have to spend money on makeup. You do not have to participate in the Sephora sale going on, the Ulta sale going on right now because they're trying to compete and they're also having a sale. You do not have to. You can love on the makeup that you already own. I make this look right here. So let's go ahead and go back in time and see how I created this look. Okay, I do have a bit of a dilemma in the sense that all of my eyeshadow palettes are pretty much discontinued. I was trying to choose an eyeshadow palette for this video and I was looking through my collection and I was like, discontinued, not available anymore, not available anymore. And obviously in my everyday real life, I don't care about that. I will use whatever eyeshadow palette I'm feeling in the moment that I want to use for whatever look, but I don't care about that. But for filming purposes, I obviously don't want to use an eyeshadow palette or a product that is discontinued and show it how beautiful it is and all of that and create a whole look with it, and you guys cannot purchase it if you are wanting to. So I struggled finding an eyeshadow palette for this video, I'm not gonna lie, but I did go ahead and land on this one right here from M Cosmetics that I have not used in a very, very long time. It used to be one of my favorites, but I haven't used it in a while. And this is their Divine Skies eyeshadow palette in Magic Hour. And it's just this really pretty peachy, pinky sort of palette, which is kind of like exactly the vibe I'm going for this look. So I was excited when I saw it in my drawer and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that again today. So I did already prime with my Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Longwear Eye Primer that I typically use. For this look, I think I'm just gonna stick with the pinks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the pinks. So we're gonna start off with this one right here, which is, I think Sunset, if I'm looking at the sticker correctly. I'm gonna take it on a What's Up Beauty R103, and we're just gonna pop this into my crease. I have not filmed doing my makeup this way in this new room. Hi, if you are new to my channel, my name's Emily. Nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this video and checking me out. I recently moved. So I was in my old house, in my old beauty room for like 5 or 6 years. And I recently moved and I've only filmed one other video in this room. And this is my first like sit down, do my makeup kind of video. And not gonna lie, I feel very out of my element. I feel weird filming here. I'm filming here because I'm in front of the window, which I had someone on my last video say that they would prefer me to keep this kind of ugly background of doors in order for me to be able to film in front of a window and have natural light. So let me know down below what your guys' thoughts are on that. Are you okay kind of looking at an ugly background? Because there's not much I can do about the background. It's just, you know, the door to the hallway and the closet doors. I can't really change that too much, like at all kind of. So let me know if you're okay with the kind of ugly background, but being able to have natural light. I do have one little ring light, but other than that, it's natural light coming in. Okay, then on a smaller What's Up Beauty R108, we're just gonna take the deeper pink shade right here, which I think is Terra, and just put that a little bit deeper into my crease. It's getting a little more coral and less pink than I was anticipating, but that's okay. We'll make it work. And that definitely, I gotta blend that out. That definitely added some depth. We're gonna go back with that first light pink and blend this out because that was harsh. Also, if there's a little bit of an echo, I'm so sorry. I asked my mom after she watched my last video, because shout out to my mom, she watches all my videos. I know you're watching this, I love you. Thank you so much for the support. So she watches all my videos, and I texted her and I was like, do you notice an echo on my video? I feel like I did when I was editing it. And she was like, no, I don't really notice one. So hopefully I'm not like pointing this out to anyone and they like didn't notice an echo until I pointed it out. So I kind of don't really know what to do about that either, because like I have a rug down on the floor, but it's just kind of like a big room that's pretty empty because I don't really have a lot of things in here. I mean, I have like the table I'm filming on, a chair, this like display case that I think I'm gonna get rid of because I don't really need it anymore. It's empty right now. And then my desk and my Alex drawers back there with all my makeup in it. I'm not really sure like what to do about that. So hopefully that's not bothering you. I have a microphone, so I thought that would help it, but I mean, I still kind of heard it. If you have suggestions on what to do and how to help that out, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm not a professional video maker at all. I'm just a stay-at-home mom, and this is my hobby. So thank you for being here through all of my ups and downs and trying to figure things out. Next, we're going to take the NYX glitter primer and just put this all over my lid. I love this stuff. It's a couple dollars and it really helps your shimmers adhere. And then we're just going to take this pinky shade right here, which I think this is Sunset and this is Magic Hour. My bad. I think the shimmer is Sunset. I think I said the matte was Sunset earlier, but I think that's Magic Hour. Ooh, this is pulling orange. Ooh. Well, we're going for it because it's already on my eye. It's pulling oranger than I remember. It's pretty though. It's got like a shift of like orange to pink. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. That's okay. You know what? Sometimes you're in the middle of doing your makeup and you have a vision in your head and that vision does not come to life. And it's fine. You just gotta roll with the punches, right? I mean, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. Like, this shade is very pretty. It's just more orange than I thought it was gonna be. But it goes with those mattes very nicely. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. Okay, I remember really loving this palette a while ago, like a couple years ago at this point. I literally had to look on M Cosmetics to make sure it was still available before I started filming with it. It is. It will be linked down below along with everything else I use here today. It'll all be linked down below. I do earn a commission through those links if you shop through them. I appreciate you so much. It helps me and my channel to be able to buy some new eyeshadow palettes for you guys to be able to review. So all my eyeshadow palettes aren't discontinued. But anyways, this is a really pretty palette. It's a really pretty look. I like how it came out. It's just a little oranger than I thought, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Next up, for primer, I'm just gonna go in with this little mini I have of the Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for a very long time. It's just like a silicone blurring sort of primer. I still enjoy it. I don't know if it really helps longevity of my makeup per se, but it does help just blur and smooth like it says on the packaging. For foundation, I am back on my Purito Secret Clearing BB Cream game. You guys, I have been raving about this for years. I've been using it for years. I love this stuff so incredibly much. There was a hot second there a couple months ago that I thought it was being discontinued because like all the shades were sold out on Amazon and they were on sale, and I started freaking out. I told my husband, I was like, I think my favorite foundation is being discontinued, and I panic bought one of the 23 Natural Beige and 3 of the 21 Light Beige. That's how much I was like freaking out that it was going away. I don't think it's going to. It's back on Amazon. It's back available. It's a couple dollars. It's beautiful on the skin. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. And I like used it again for the first time the other day and was like, why did I stop using this? The thing I love about it the most is that it never looks dry on me, ever. Not one time. I don't get one dry patch flake on my face, which with other foundations, I do get that, unfortunately. Even ones I love, like the NARS Light Reflecting, the Natasha Denona, like ones I've raved about recently and multiple times on my channel, I still get like dry patches on my face, but this stuff never does it to me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the 21 Light Beige. This is slightly too light for me on its own, so I do mix the 23 Natural Beige Natural Beige into it. Lots of beiges going on. Is that annoying to mix two? Yes. However, it is very affordable. So it's like, I think I got them on sale for like $8, and I think normally it's like 12. We're just gonna put that on the skin, blend it in. Another thing is it just wears so beautifully throughout the day. I love this stuff. I cannot rave about it enough. It says on the packaging, it gives your skin like a healthy glow. I 100% agree with that. Like, look at that. Oh, because that primer I used wasn't like glowy at all. It's just a smoothing blurring primer. So all this beautiful glow you're getting right now is from this foundation or BB cream. I don't know. I call it a foundation because it definitely has enough coverage to be a foundation in my opinion, but I guess it's technically a BB cream. Oh, I love it. The shade range sucks, so I'm really, really sorry if I am hyping this up right now and you click on it to go buy it off Amazon and it does not have your shade. I'm very sorry. Obviously, I can't like control the shade range, but I do understand that the shade range is terrible and I hate it. I wish it expanded. I know it's a Korean product, so that's probably why. Not really a good excuse, but that's why. So I'm hoping if you're interested in it and you click on it, you are able to find a shade that matches you. For concealer, I have been loving this Hourglass one. This is an Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the shade Creme. I bought this little, got like a hair on me. I can feel it. Probably a cat hair. I got this little baby size at the Sephora sale last year when it was the fall time, and I've like completely almost used it up. I don't know if you can see here. I'm like scraping it, but don't you worry, I got a full size at this sale. I will obviously do a haul video when all my stuff comes in. I did a in-store purchase, and then I made 2 online purchases. I know. I really don't buy makeup any other time though. I mean, that's not true, I do, but like for the most part from Sephora, I really only buy makeup when the sale is going on. I save up like my gift cards I get from like Christmas or my birthday or anything and use it during the sale. This is a less is more sort of concealer. If you apply too much, it can get a little cakey, especially on the under eyes. But that looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, I'm like scraping the edge, so that's like a really thin layer. But when it blends in, it just has a really great amount of coverage, and it wears well on me, doesn't get too creasy, and it doesn't fade. I feel like some concealers fade throughout the day, and by the end of the day, you're like, hello? And all your bags are peeking through, and you're like, what the heck? Like, this is not what I was wanting to look like at the end of the day. But yeah, this one does not do that to me. For bronzer, blush, and highlight, I have 3 Charlotte Tilbury wands to use. So we're gonna start off with the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in the shade Fair. I just kind of wanted to show this again. I feel like I recently have been talking about it and raving about it, but I wanted to show it in action. This is very dangerous of me using these 3 wands with a white shirt on. I will be completely honest. I'm kind of terrified right now that I'm gonna get it all over my shirt. But I just put 1 dot here and 1 dot here, and that is usually more than enough. More than enough. Oh gosh, a little too much. Here, I'm gonna spread this along my other side of my forehead as well. But this blends in so nice. It's a really good tone for my fair skin. Look how easily that blended in. It's looking a little intense on camera. It's definitely looking more blended in person, but a little bit does go a long way. I mean, you saw those 2 dots pretty much did almost my entire face. And I'm just gonna put like a little baby dot for this side, yeah. It just blends in so easily, lasts all day, doesn't fade, is a good color for me. I've been really enjoying this. I hate the packaging. I hate the packaging. I hate it on the blush, the bronzer, the highlight, like all of the above. It just gets really messy. I just usually get too much out, and then it's like all around the edge. It gets like in the cap. It's just a whole thing, but what can you do? Blush, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pinkgasm. This is definitely pinkier than the eyeshadow. I thought the eyeshadow was gonna be a little bit pinker than it turned out to be. I don't think it's gonna look bad, but oh, I never put that. It's funny, I put the contour directly on my face and blend it out, but I like never do that with the blush. I don't understand why. With the blush, I like to put it on the back of my hand and work from there. But like, do you see what I mean? How messy it is? Because I got too much out last time I used it on accident, so now there's like a ton along the edges, and it's just really messy, but I love this product, so I'm gonna deal with it, you know? Oh gosh. I love this blush. I actually ended up picking up the peach shade, Peachgasm from Sephora. That'll be coming in my haul coming up. I should have tried it today. I didn't though, obviously. I feel like it probably would have matched the eyes a little bit better, but this is matching fine. I'm going real big overboard. Wow, I'm putting a lot of blush on. I mean, I like blush, so I guess it's fine, but. Okay, and then before we do the Beauty Light Wand highlighter, I do want to go in and set my face. I'm gonna start off with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Yes, start off, because I'm probably gonna use another powder on top of it. I know, it's a lot, guys. The price you gotta pay to have your makeup look bomb and last all day. So I'm gonna get these little eye creases out and go ahead and set under my eyes here. And for this, I am using a BK Beauty 108 brush, in case you were curious. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more and get my chin and up under here and on my forehead. Pop the eyebrows. And then I do get a little bit on a fluffy brush and just do the perimeter of my face, mainly my bronzer, a little bit of the blush. And then this step is probably overkill. You don't have to do it. I probably don't have to do it right now, but I want to anyways. I'm gonna take the Huda Beauty powder, just a little bit on my puff, and I'm gonna hit my chin because that is a place that always gets oily on me. And I'm gonna hit my T-zone because this is a super blurring powder, and this will help blur my pores right here. I'm also gonna get a tiny bit up under my chin here, or on the, not my chin, my cheeks here, because this is the part that gets really red on my face. So I want that foundation and that coverage to hold without fading off throughout the day. Again, that was a little extra step. That was probably unnecessary. You don't have to do it. But for me, I like that comfort of knowing that I set down with a more oomphy powder on the places that need it for my face personally. Obviously, if you do not need that, don't do that. Or if you need that kind of heavy powder all over your face, do that. This is just what works for me and my makeup preferences. I'm talking a lot with my hands, sorry. Next up, I'm gonna take the Givenchy bronzer. This is in the shade of Mousseline Bronze. I'm gonna I'm just gonna swirl all 4 of them together and pop that mainly on my forehead, a little bit on my cheeks, and a little bit under here to create a jawline. I have been consistently working out again. I didn't for like a month there because I got sick, and then we were moving and my workout space wasn't set up. And in our house in the basement, there's like a workout space with like mirrors and all that. It's amazing. I was so happy when we toured the house and I saw that. So I've been consistently working out again, but I'm also consistently eating everything in sight. So that's been rough. Between Easter candy, and then my Nana surprised me and made her sugar cookies that I love so much. She surprised us and made us some for Easter, and I ate every single one of them. Sure did. So between that plus like Reese eggs, and then my daughter started at a preschool. She goes 3 days a week now, and I have to pack her lunches. So I've been buying like snackies and chips and stuff to put in her lunches, and then I'm also eating them. So I just like can't stop, won't stop. So that's been fun. So thank goodness I'm still working out because woo, I cannot stop eating. We're gonna take a little bit of that light pink and run it along the lower lash line. I have not used this in a minute. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in the shade Spotlight. This is honestly really old and probably crusty. I want to try it though. Oh, it came out the side. Oh my goodness, what do I do about this? Oh shoot, that is so much. That is so much that just came out the side there. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, we're just gonna squeeze it a little bit out the side here. Just try. I mean, I don't really put it on with the whatever this is called anyways. I'm wasting so much product right now. Oh my gosh, what happened? This is really old, so I'm assuming that's why the puff got messed up, but oh, okay, we're just gonna go off this huge glob on my hand. Obviously, I'm not going to use this all. I'm gonna apply a little bit of it with my finger on the top of my cheekies here. I have my sponge just in case I need it to rescue me. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, my cheek kind of already looks like that because like the pink Gasm Beauty Light Wand, the highlight or the blush I used, but that just kind of like amped it up, bam, in like a good way. Ooh. All right, stunning. Very annoying that the sponge got all messed up. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, pumped. I rediscovered that. Not pumped that there is so much on my hand that I now have to just wipe on my towel. Not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Okie doke, I went ahead and did mascara and brows off of camera because it's kind of boring to watch. And also I use the same products that I've been using that I'm probably always going to use for a very long time until I find better, which I don't know if that's possible. So for mascara, I used my Clio Kill Lash Super Proof Mascara Long Curling. And for my eyebrows, I use my Maybelline Super Lock Tinted Brow Gel in medium brown. Next up for lippies, for lip liner, I'm gonna go ahead and use this one from Lisa Eldridge. This is her Sculpt and Shade lip pencil in the shade 1C. Just gonna line my lips. Definitely more pink than the eyes. Again, I was kind of planning on the eyes to be more pink than they turned out to be, but also it's funny that I was like thinking about this when I was doing my mascara, that I said I should use the new Charlotte Tilbury Beauty like blush wand I got, the peach Gasm one, because it would match the eyes more. But the whole point of this is to do a full face of nothing new. So like that would have defeated the purpose. So I'm glad I didn't use that because that would have messed up my whole video. Honestly, the Freck lip liner in the shade 02 that I love, the pink one that I love, that would have matched this a lot better. It's just a little more orangey, not super. I mean, it's still pink, but it would have matched it better. But honestly, it's downstairs in my bag and I was being lazy. So for lip gloss, I'm gonna use one from ColourPop. Their Ultra Glossy Lip in Still That Girl. This was part of their Valentine's Day collection. Oh, that's pretty. Last but not least, for setting spray, I'm going to use this one right here from Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray. So when I purchased this, I bought it for kind of this exact reason / how I used it the other day that made me kind of be like, oh, this is amazing. So I bought this to kind of not replace powder, but use it on makeup days where I used a little bit less powder and I don't want to get oily and greasy throughout the day. Obviously, I did go ahead and use the Huda Beauty like oomphy powder on my chin and my T-zone, but other than that, I'm gonna want this to kind of not mattify my face because I'm still gonna see the glow on my cheeks, but it's going to help deter the oils on my face from coming through. I know I have dry skin, but I still do get kind of oily in my T-zone. I used it the other day when I used my Herborian BB cream. I put that all over my face. I used a little bit of concealer under my eyes and right here on my cheeks. I used the Charlotte Tilbury blush, and then I just did brows and mascara. It was just like a fresh look. It was put together. It wasn't too much makeup. I was like taking Ivy to her first dentist appointment, so I wanted to like look put together, but not too overdone. And then I used this on top. I think I did use, okay, I did use a little bit of powder. I used a little bit of the Hourglass powder, again, in my T-zone and under my eyes. And then I used this on top. My makeup lasted so well throughout the day. The Herborian BB cream didn't fade off at all, which usually by the end of the day it does. And my blush was still looking strong. So when I shake it, it's gonna be a little loud because it's got a ball in there. But I feel like this is gonna be so perfect for summer to like help my makeup last and like mattify it in the sense that like it's gonna make it last longer, but not make my makeup look super matte. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense, but that's what I'm gonna use it for. So you just spray it on, and then it says to let it dry for like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, I went ahead and let it dry for a couple of minutes, and as you can see, my face is not matte. Like you can still see some glow from the foundation. Obviously my cheeks are still popping and glowing from the blush and the highlight, but my face is going to stay looking like this the rest of the day because of that setting spray. None of my oils are gonna peek through, and it is chef's kiss. Amazing. I'm so excited that I bought this a while ago and rediscovered it recently. And that was it, you guys. That was my full face of Nothing New spring edition. I just feel like this is a really fun pop of a little bit of orangey pinky color. I got bright pink cheeks, a pink lip. This is the type of like springy makeup that I am into. If I'm gonna wear a color these days, it's gonna be like pinky orange, not really anything else. So I don't really get out of my comfort zone much these days when it comes to makeup, but I actually really like how this makeup turned out. I think it's super pretty. It's like fresh and pink and just like youthful and springy. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes out of your day, hanging out with me, spending time with me. I appreciate that so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not yet. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.